Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Gemini for the month of September. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, excuse me, then check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there. If not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. So, sitting central in this reading, we have the Doll, which is a very interesting card. I'll just show you the card here. It's a card of illusions, old wounds, and it can be wounds from childhood, actually. It could be for someone that you did not have an easy childhood, and the wounds of the past still bleed and may have shaped the path that you're on or is currently affecting it, okay, at a subconscious level. It directs you. So you could have had a bad experience here. All right. I feel this card is here on two levels. The fact of the past, how it has shaped you, and but I also feel that there's a current hurt or a recent hurt. It's possible for someone that there was a third party somewhere in this picture, because this is you here, Knight of Swords, and we have three people tied to a post over here. I think that you're seeking an explanation for from someone. I feel you're thinking of it. You have not yet done it. I don't feel. I feel that you're looking at something that maybe was offered to you, but perhaps is now out of reach. I'll come back there. At the root, we have this card here of humanity. So it speaks with like dealing with failure, who we are. Maybe you're wondering about your identity. It can be wanting to. It can be wanting to make up for a failure or a mistake perhaps you feel you may have made here. You may be also with this card trying to regain something. It's gaining something in exchange for something. It really is what that card is. And at a deeper level, you would know what this is if this message is for you. And I think maybe you may need to forgive yourself for a mistake or an error that you made in the past. Somebody came in and spoke about or offered you the Ace of Coins, a new beginning. But they were the false prophet, you see. Um, so the false prophet comes in creating the illusion of something being very good when it's in the upright like this. But beneath it, there's deception. You didn't see it because the card over here is a card of the dark. And so that's a card of having blinders on, being in denial. Now, again, it's coming, this is you, I feel. It comes with the King of Swords. So I think that for some time you were living in denial, and maybe now perhaps you're paying consequences for that. And it could very well have been third-party energies, or a third party involved, excuse me. Something, and it's like you're stuck because the wheel doesn't move here. The wheel falls on this and it doesn't move. It's stationary. So it's like it's an energy that's stuck, or that you were stuck in denial for quite some time, is what I feel it's talking about here. You're thinking of offering something to somebody, or making an offer to somebody, or reaching out to somebody. And you're trying to figure out how to do that. It's, again, this could be this stuck energy, because this hangman here, you see here we have an angel and a demon, and the demon is fighting off the angel who's trying to get to the hangman. And the demon appears to be winning at this point. So I feel like you're not listening, or we're not listening to your intuition here, or are not, or have not, up to a point here. I feel this is going to change. And it may take unfortunately, it may take something harsh that make you remove these blinders. You're hoping to be able to remove the obstacle. Having the blinders, living in denial, wanting to have a conversation. You have the moon here. It speaks to mystery, illusion. It can be being very emotional. It speaks to things that are hidden, deception, fear. You could be seeing only by the light of the moon, seeing what you want to see. It is also a card because it speaks to cycles. It can speak to unrequited love. You could be feeling alienated, fatigued. You got this card of bravery, and it comes with the moon. So the moon is repeating energy, and you're looking at it. I think this is about having the courage to look at things that were in the dark, to take off the blinders. I feel like you did not want to see. You covered your eyes. Feeling defeated. So the Hangman would suggest that you have put yourself in this position of denial. Okay? You can choose to remove the blindfold and look at what was hidden. Look into the dark. It is your choice. You put yourself here. You can choose to step out of there anytime you wish. So here we have the chicken. The chicken is about the voice. It speaks to the power of one's voice. This card appears when you need to speak up about something that's been bothering you for a while. You need to let your voice be heard. So there, you really do need to have this conversation, because otherwise you're going to carry this for a very long time. I feel like this was a case of unrequited love. I feel like somebody took advantage of you. And I feel like somebody was married. And they gave you a false presentation. And I feel that you did love this person. And so, therefore, you did not want to see or believe that they would have taken advantage of you. And then, you know, like it's like now it's time to take those blinders off and to speak up, to get your questions answered. It's time to listen to your inner voice. So the chicken looks at the lovers. So I mean, this could be connection, but the connection. But again, it's got like a dual meaning. I know you feel this very deep connection to this person, but this is also an emotional choice. Okay? And I feel like you want this window of opportunity to speak your emotions. And I feel truly this is why this is here. To speak from the heart. And I think that you actually need to do this in order to free yourself, so that you can move on from this energy. So we have the braid, and the braid is, it can indicate a difference of opinions, the opinions of others, different belief systems. You may, you guys just may not be on the same page, do not have the same beliefs. It would also be suggestive of if the thoughts and the opinions would align, that it would be only then that a solution could be found. with regards to this Knight of Shields. So that's the knight that comes in. He's the false prophet. He tells you everything you want to hear, presents himself falsely. You fall head over heels in love with this person. Can be like love at first sight. And she doesn't question it on this card, though. She just she jumps in. Okay, see her? It's like, oh my God, my knight in shining armor has arrived. That's how she looks. And she doesn't think about the consequences. She doesn't think for 1 second that this person could be fooling her. And she jumps right in without thinking about the consequences. And there was consequences. And so now I feel like she's needing to speak up. She's needing to speak what's on her mind. She can no longer live in denial. She needs to speak her emotions, how this person made her feel. And she's in preparation. So she's preparing to do this. So here she is, juggling 2 ideas, but this can also be somebody juggling, or who was juggling 2 relationships, and maybe she's not quite clear on why it happened the way it did. A decision needs to be made on whether or not you can close that distance between you and the other person, and whether you can align, okay, with the braid. But I don't feel that the news is good with regards to this, because we have the Page of Swords here. Okay, now this page is getting ready to deliver news that somebody doesn't want to hear. Okay, so, and this is speaking of a future event, so has not yet occurred. We have the news here again, which has not yet left the ground, so I'm thinking that it is this same energy. And then we also have the bees. So this is telling me that this is news that will sting. And we have the thorns, again, news that will sting. This is a card that speaks to bad news that that will prick you like these thorns. You may have been procrastinating with a decision. But you know, like, the news is not what you wanted to hear, that's for sure. But it does do one thing for you. It allows you to move on. That's what it does for you. It's like that. It's like an awakening, a wake-up call. It's like stepping from the dark into the light, and you suddenly see. And now you can step out of this energy and move forward. Because the chicken who is here also brings you luck. And I feel that this is the luck that will allow you, when you speak up and speak your voice and then you get your answers and you can move on and you're no longer stuck there. So what feels in the moment to be bad luck or bad news, I actually feel is lucky for you, because it's going to set you free. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.